Listening 87. Listen and read. What did the builders find?
Look, what's going on over there?
Builders found a Roman town when they were building a new shopping centre. Wow! Let's go and have a look.
Look, there are archaeologists here. They found Roman pots and coins. That looks like a piece of jewellery, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
This is wonderful, isn't it? A Roman town was under our feet all the time.
Are you interested in the history of the town?
We are now. Will you come to our club and tell us all about it?
A few days later. Everything we find is helpful because it tells us something about how the Romans used to live.
But how can these things tell you anything about the Romans?
Well, this is a piece of a statue. We found lots of these, so we know that the Romans decorated their homes with statues.
That's amazing! You can learn a lot about the Romans from just a few things. I think I've got an idea. I'll tell you at the next meeting.
Listening 88. Listen and repeat.
Column. Statue. Steps. Archaeologist. Carving. Jewelry. Pot. Block.
Listening 89. Listen and repeat.
Wonder. Wonderful. Cheer. Cheerful. Help. Helpful. Care. Careful. Play. Playful. Beauty. Beautiful.
Listening 90. Listen and read. How does Professor feel? Why?
Oh, there are machines everywhere.
Yes, these are all my old inventions. Oh dear.
Is there anything wrong, Professor?
I never invent anything good. There is something wrong with all of my inventions.
That's not true, Professor. I'm your invention, and there's nothing wrong with me. Here, I made you something to eat.
Oh dear.
Listening 91. Listen and read. Where do you think they are?
These necklaces are beautiful, aren't they? Yes, the Romans had lots of jewellery. We can't take photos in here, can we? No, we're not allowed. Let's go and look at some statues. OK, the Egyptian room is upstairs, isn't it? Yes, come on, let's go.
Listening 92. Listen and read.
The Lost City. The Inca people lived in the Andes Mountains in South America over 500 years ago. The Inca used stone to build wonderful buildings with slanted doorways, windows and roofs. Most Inca cities did not have walls around them, but they were very safe. There were large stone fortresses near each city. When there was danger, the people could hide in the fortresses. The most famous Inca city is Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is high in the Andes Mountains in Peru. Only local people knew it was there until 1911, when Hiram Bingham, an American archaeologist, visited Peru and saw the ruins of this ancient city. When he returned to America, he wrote an article about Machu Picchu in National Geographic magazine. Soon, the rest of the world knew about this wonderful place. Explorers went to Machu Picchu and found palaces, fortresses, and the remains of stone aqueducts. The aqueducts brought water from rivers to the city. Today, the streets and the walls of the city are like a stone maze for people to walk through. There are still some things that we don't know about Machu Picchu today. For example, no one knows why the Inca stopped living there. Some people think there was an illness that made the Inca run away from the city. It is difficult to find out if they are right because there are no records to tell us. The Inca didn't write, but they were excellent builders. It has been nearly 100 years since the rest of the world first heard about Machu Picchu. Today, Machu Picchu is Peru's most famous tourist attraction. If you travel to Peru, you should definitely visit the amazing lost city of the Inca.
Listening 93. Listen. What are they talking about?
The Parthenon is in Athens, Greece. It's more than 2,000 years old. It's on the top of a hill in the centre of the city. It's a long walk up to the top of the hill, but when you get there, you can see the huge columns and the beautiful statues. Some of the walls have fallen down and some of the statues are in a museum now, but it's still a great place to visit.
I think the most wonderful place I've ever visited is Stonehenge. Stonehenge is in Salisbury, in the UK. It's more than 4,000 years old. Nobody really knows what Stonehenge was, but it is a very interesting place to visit. There are lots of huge blocks of stone. Someone moved the blocks into a circle, but nobody knows why.
We visited the Great Wall when we were in China last year. It was one of the most beautiful places we've ever been. The wall is very long. It's made from bricks and stone. We walked along some of it and we took a lot of photos. We met some people who were trying to walk along the whole wall.
Listening 94. Listen and order the lines. Sing.
People from long ago left things behind, clues for their friends in the future to find. Now we can learn about life in the past. People may go, but their homes and things lost. Everything changes and time moves so fast. The present and future will soon be the past. Will you leave something for people to find? What piece of history will you leave behind? In ancient buildings we find ancient things, statues and dishes and carvings and rings. Each clue tells something of life long ago. What was it like then? We all want to know. Everything changes and time moves so fast. The present and future will soon be the past. Will you leave something for people to find? What piece of history will you leave behind?